Okay, one of my eBay potential buyers has asked me to record a video of the Harlacher 41E in operation, and I have not worked this machine before, so a bit of a learning curve. I do have a manual somewhere, but I can't find it. The controls, as far as I can see, are start and stop. That's my 3 CFM compressor running in the background. This is a time delay where the trays seem to be delayed before they start moving. This is an alarm button or a warning when it's finished the cycle. This is up and down. This is the automatic section of the control panel. This is the manual section of the control panel. This is trays in and out. This is up and down. Now, these buttons here seem to be the number of passes that it makes, and the control pressures and the dials at the top here, that's the speed and the distance that the trays travel before they tip. Let's just have a quick look inside the box. Oops, sorry about that. So there's the motor and gearbox. There's the solenoids coming out, and this is the electronics and control panel. And there are all sorts of gizmos and lights. Then in the bottom there is a filter for the compressed air and a 220 to 240 volt transformer, which is a bit weird, but there we go. So at the moment I've got the unit set on 1.1, and I'm not putting a frame in at the moment. These are the frame latches on the top here. They're worked from a treadle at the bottom there. As you can see, I've got 2 sample trays in. Please excuse my iPad having a job to focus. The pistons, the air pistons on the end of the cylinders are at both ends, as you can see there and there. And on the front of, let me just get this down, on the front of the assembly that moves are a set of controls which I think set the margins of the coating machine. So we've got it set on 240 centimeters per minute. Yet again, excuse the iPad. 240 centimeter, and I've got it on 1 pass on the back and 1 pass on the front. We select the automatic section and we press start, and hopefully it'll operate. So as you can see, we've got 1 tray selected at the moment, tipped. I think the back one should be tipping as well, or maybe that's on the second pass. That might be on the second pass. There it goes, tipping back again. Now that return to the horizontal position, you can adjust that by fiddling with the controls on the pneumatic cylinders. So I'm not entirely sure why the back one didn't operate, so maybe the air pressure is a little low, so I'll turn that up from 10 to 15 psi and try again. There's the tray moving and tipping. The pause, as I said, is this button on the front. So yet again it hasn't tipped. Why hasn't it tipped? There it goes. So we're coating back and front in this particular program, and when the carriage hits the micro switch at the top here, then it signals that that's the top of the frame and drops back down again. So I've altered the selector switch at the top here to 2 on the back and 1 on the right, and presumably that means that it will do 2 passes. There we go, of the back as opposed to 1 on the front. I've just altered the air pressure a little, and that's obviously led to a smoother return to the horizontal position. So let's just demonstrate putting a frame in. This is a frame. It's just an arbitrary frame that I've selected, and the treadle you lift up, the cylinders release. You have to make sure the frame is in the centre of the position. Then you push the treadle down, and the cylinders return. Now I've got that slightly wrong, so we'll adjust the vertical setting so it just grips the frame. Just try that again. Push the treadle, and now the frame is clamped by the pneumatic cylinders, and there's a slight air leak on this right hand top cylinder, probably because it hasn't been used for a while. So that's the frame in position. Just push the auto button again, press start. There's the trace coming across to the frame, tipping up. Haven't got the frame quite in the right position, but the principle is there. So when the trays get to a particular point by the limit switch, they drop back, open, return to the start position, and remember we've got this set on 2 for the back pass, so there it goes. There's the back tray, time delay again, raise the tray and do 2 passes on the back and nothing on the front. That's it, and return back to the start position. Now I wasn't aware until today, but I think the 4 trays that I've got are all different sizes.